are doing brunch, bitch.
Dirty money in a duffel bag. Right motherfucking here. That's good business. Dirty money in a duffel bag.
It's brunch, bitch. God, did you see that Heine handcuff is with the Buffalo Bills now? Do you think it's more of a handcuff or a committee?
Ooh, I think it's a handcuff.
Handcuff?
Yes!
Well,
It's
welcome to
breakfast.
Tackling the Tailgate. We're doing some great French toast and a little bit of sweet potato hash because we got that sweetness for your eatness. Cheers.
It's a big week.
The biggest?
I feel like it's the biggest. We're mid-season and we have 6 teams.
6 teams?
Bye.
What are those teams?
We got the Broncos, 49ers, Dallas Cowboys, the New York Giants. Who else?
I don't know. I'm in the vat's depth of by hell.
49ers. Oh my God, so many.
So many. You gotta hit that waiver wire hard. And like we talked about on the last Tackling the Tailgate, you should have depth on your roster. Wan'Dale Robinson on bye week, so you can't use him this week. You gotta plug in these guys. Deion Jackson, maybe a guy to plug in. Because Jonathan Taylor, ow, my ankle, same one, it hurts again.
He tweaked his ankle again in practice.
So we gotta look at players like we're looking at our ingredients and plugging them in the right order. Mise en place, we talked about that last season. Cereal, oh my God, French toast.
Oh my God.
We got a little Captain Crunch, a little Fruity Pebbles. Gotta have the eggs to dip them in, a little heavy cream, some syrup for the hurrup. We got some spices, we'll show you later. A little bit of vanilla.
And the heavy cream is essential. A lot of people use milk. Heavy cream, you need the heavy for everything to stick, okay? And flavor, just like you need in your team. The players to stick, turn out, do their jobs.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Do your job.
ShotCaller, what else we got on the menu today?
We got a little sweet potato hash. We're not doing traditional orange sweet potatoes. Rustic, yeah, local. White sweet potato going with some onions. You gotta cook the onions separate because it doesn't match the flavor profile as well. And we're gonna cook down some bacon. No butter. We're gonna use the bacon fat as cushion for the pushing, you know what I'm saying?
I love me some piggy fat. Keep your eye out. In a couple weeks, we're gonna do an entire episode featuring potatoes and the potato of the NFL, Russell Wilson.
Let's cook. Oh, Captain, my Captain. We got some Captain Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, baking spices, vanilla extract. Gotta get that heavy cream. And we got our huevos, AKA eggs. We're gonna make the mixture with a good old KitchenAid. If you don't have a KitchenAid, that's all right. Just use a whisk, but whisk it furiously. Like you started Kenyon Drake 2 weeks ago, didn't start him last week, and he went off. He may be a long-term solution to a short-term problem, okay?
Eggs, heavy cream,
Baking spices, pebbles, and crunch.
We move on to mixing everything together so that we can make the French toast net. Take the eggs, as you saw, the cereal. We've got the heavy cream, and we want to aerate it. So we're going to use our KitchenAid mixer. We're going to mix everything together. We need to aerate the eggs. We need to give them volume, just like when you add milk to eggs to make scrambled eggs. So here we need more volume so that way all the sugar from that cereal and all the baking spices can mix together and get in that bread, get in piles of flavor as you go. We want to make sure that Justin Herbert aerates the ball to Joshua Palmer this week. Keenan Allen isn't necessarily healthy. He was sidelined again on Wednesday. Joshua Palmer is the pickup of the week, and he might be for the next few weeks.
There's a couple tight ends that scored some touchdowns last week. Mike Gesicki, finally. Are we really? Cole Kmet scored a touchdown last week. He got over 5 points. They're bringing over Chase Claypool, ex-fighting Irish. Hopefully they don't fight on the field like drunk bastards and Irish bum. Yeah, big whoop, want to fight about it. That offense, though, may need a little rendering before you're able to start them. And now we're going to move on to rendering the bacon for the sweet potato hash. You want to get your cast iron a bit hot, so stick it in the oven, preheat your oven. Like Lady ShotCaller always says, preheat your meat. She ain't wrong.
Now that we have rendered all of this bacon and the bacon fat, we are gonna dump our sweet potatoes. This isn't my sweet potato hash, but we'll talk about that in a couple weeks. Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys defense, and they're on bye, #1 defense in the league. What do you do if you don't have space for 2 defense? I mean, who has space for 2 defenses? You're just gonna have to dump them and pray. Unlike this recipe where you dump them and you watch. because you don't want to burn. The Vikings are a great option. Seattle might even be a good option this week. Definitely do not pick up Miami defense against the Bears. Bears are improving offensively. Miami's secondary is not looking so hot.
Look at that color. As Lady ShotCaller says, color is flavor. You can't forget about your seasonings. Easy seasonings, right? We got the sweet potatoes, we got the saltiness from the bacon, so you don't need that much salt, but the potatoes are gonna be nice and bland. A little crushed red pepper adds a tiny bit of spice that is perfect for your taste buds.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Some people use Texas toast for French toast, but why use Texas when it's French? You gotta use brioche. We ain't getting no Texas up in here. You gotta melt your butter first. You want a good amount of butter because if you don't have a good amount of butter, you're gonna burn your toast. The brioche flavored.
Let's go!
Your butter is melted. We gotta start dipping our brioche loaf in here. Oh yeah, look how colorful that is.
Dirty money in a duffel bag. Right motherfucking here. That's good business. Dirty money in a duffel bag.
Fruity Pebbles. It's a taste you can see. Wait, that's not Fruity Pebbles.
We just flipped the script on this French toast. The Rams won't flip the script this week, but the Bucks will get back in the win column. Rams need to figure out their identity on offense. Cam Akers may be back in a couple weeks. They're kind of figuring out their relationship. They've got a divorce counselor. They're kind of going through the motion. But everyone's talking about Kyron Williams, right? Why would you want a piece of a broken offense? Just ask yourself that question. And then we can talk about picking up Kyron Williams.
Stop sending me trades with Kyle Pitts for Mark Andrews. Don't smash that. Smash this. Smash your Captain Crunch and your Fruity Pebbles so that way we can sprinkle them on our French toast afterwards. It's going to be delicious. Just wait and see. Be careful with these trade ideas that people have. Just because Kyle Pitts had one good game, remember who his quarterback is. Remember what team he's on. If you have Mark Andrews, don't trade him away because he's a little hurt. So keep your heads up and stop accepting really terrible trades. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's right.
You want to cook the potatoes and the bacon separate from the onions. So here we just caramelized some onions. I think I've showed you that before, so we didn't really need to go over it. And at the very end, after it's pretty much a little hashy, a little hazy, you want to throw them in. Just like you should separate your players from their bye weeks, okay? You shouldn't have all of bye week 9. Imagine if you had no one to start. If you had like CeeDee Lamb, Cortland Sutton, unfortunately, you know, Dak Prescott, maybe Christian McCaffrey too, unfortunately he got traded, Saquon Barkley, you know, the list goes on and on. You gotta hit us up for draft advice at the beginning of next year because we got you. A lot of people think that, oh yeah, I'll just lose 1 week. Screw that. We're going for perfect. Let's get these onions in the hash.
Oh.
We have our cooked French toast. We got our Captain Crunch mixture. We got our little syrup. And this is how you get the excess to stick on it. Maximum amount of crunch and the maximum amount of sweetness so you don't have to use as much syrup. You ready? Do we have a finished product or what?
I think so.
It's finished?
It's done.
Are we finished?
Bam, bam.
Not yet, because
Nope.
we got to taste. We got to try. Because why do we try?
Well, we gotta check the quality of our food.
Exactly.
Plus, I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. And we tried our hash during the whole thing, okay? So you got to taste your food just like you got to hit the wafer wire.
Now that he already dipped it in syrup, we don't have to smother it in
No.
syrup. That's like diabetes. Give this to your kids early in the day. Nappy time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, am I still eating? Sorry.
Got to try the hash now. Cheers. Better. 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 Better.
So onion, bacon, Okinawa sweets.
Be careful salt levels, because they will jack you up. If you listen to our advice, you won't be jacked up. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of
Jacqueline, the tailgate.
Join us in a couple weeks. Holidays are coming up. Maybe we'll have some specials. Who do you know? What do you know? Fantasy's life, what is it?
It's a vibe.
No, that's right.